Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm doing a gift request today. Claxton, I think that's the name that you'd prefer I use. That's what I could glean. Made a gift to the channel for me to do this song. So shout out to you, Claxton. Thank you again. Guy Clark's My Favorite Picture of You. And you said that I think you said something to the effect that the lyrics used in here and the words used are, they spoke to you in a certain way, not just the overall import, but the way in which language was used in it. And you know that I love words, so I think that was part of the inspiration for that. And Claxton, you said you're going for your PhD in biblical exposition. So you have to enjoy working with language if you're doing that, because you're going to be looking at Hebrew, Greek, probably Latin. You might be looking at French, might be looking at other languages in which Aramaic and so forth. So yeah, you have to enjoy language if you're going to be a biblical expositor. Okay, here we go. Guy Clark's My Favorite Picture of You. Boop.
This is my favorite picture of my wife, Susanna. Me and Towns were in that house, drunk on our ass, being totally obnoxious, and just she'd finally had enough and just said, "Fuck you guys, I'm leaving." And I think John Lomax was outside and he took that picture of her.
Oh.
And for some reason, that has always been my favorite picture. A songwriter I had not met before came over named Gordy Sampson. And he had written that idea down, My Favorite Picture of You. And I saw it and I read it, he said it, and I immediately snapped to that photograph because it was pinned to my wall right over there. It was just like, I know this whole song. I know how this song goes,
Before he starts it too, I'm going to say songwriters are always looking for material, just like writers of books are always looking for material. Or screenwriters who write even for sitcoms, always looking for a scene you can make or a theme for that half-hour show or whatever. But songwriters, always looking for material. And that little vignette right there, let a picture up there. I mean, Guy had a picture up there. All those cassette tapes.
My favorite picture of you is the one where you're staring straight into the lens. It's just a Polaroid shot someone took on the spot, no beginning, no end. It's just a moment in time you can't add back. You never left, but your bags were packed just in case. My favorite picture of you is bent and it's faded and it's pinned to my wall.
So simple.
Oh, and you were so angry, it's hard to believe we were lovers at all. There's a fire in your eyes, you got your heart on your sleeve, curse on your lips, but all I can see is beautiful. My favorite picture of you is the one where your wings are showing. Oh, and your arms are crossed, your fists are clenched, not gone but going. just a stand-up angel who won't back down. Nobody's fool, nobody's clown. You were smarter than that.
Angrier too.
My favorite picture of you is the one where it hasn't rained yet. Oh, and as I recall, came a winter squall and we got soaking wet. Yes, 1,000 words in the blink of an eye. The camera loves you and so do I. Click. My favorite picture of you is the one where you're staring straight into the lens. Almost.
That there was nothing prettied up about that. It was lyrically, he didn't look to use flowery language. That was a series of basically facts in short sentences strung together with his guitar. And yeah, I guess Claxton, I mean, I look at things like this. Well, one, the fact that anybody had the nerve to take her picture when she was angry, like taking a woman's picture when they're angry is not a good idea. Because one, women generally don't like their pictures anyway. Even the most beautiful women, when they see a picture of themselves, they find fault with it. We guys, we don't take bad pictures. We see a picture, we're like, wow, man, that's a good picture. It doesn't matter how bad it looks. It still looks good to us. Different orientations, I guess. But when they're mad, it's like, oh my God, do not, it's fist clenched up. But all right, so that was one. It also made me think of a time when, it's now my ex-wife, years ago, but I don't remember what we were talking about. I wasn't even angry, but I wasn't agreeing with her. And she wasn't really like an expressive person when she got mad, because she grew up an only child, right? And so, I don't know, there's just a difference. In my family, if you wanted to be heard, I've got 2 sisters, and you had to say it loud, and we did. Anyway, I don't remember what was going on, but I just remember there was a box of stuff. I don't know, books, papers, a big box of stuff at the top of the stairs on the other side of the railing. And she goes storming upstairs, lifts and all I can see, I can't see her because of the way the house was laid out and where I was. I just see all the shit come down onto the floor below, straight out of a movie. And I thought it was funny, which made her even angrier that I thought it was funny instead of getting the point. So I'm watching the video and I'm like, I wonder what her reaction was to him loving that picture. Even though he explained it, it would have just conjured up bad memories for her. And I don't know. And the other thing I was thinking, Claxton, is that as a biblical expositor, I think, and you've seen my Thinking Theology channel, you said, and one of the things I say about in my various videos, but it is one of my perspectives, is that when we consider the writings, the various letters in the Gospels and in the Hebrew Bible, the New Testament, whatever, to have been penned by God, like dictated by God to people, it sanitizes it from the human experience. But if you read these things as this is this person's account, whether it's Paul or John or whoever we think wrote the various letters, then that's their account of what they saw. That humanizes it. That puts you into the scenario much more readily. You can identify much more with a human rather than if it was God just telling these people by dictation what to write. And that's what this story was. This was his experience of that moment in time when he saw that picture come out. And he knew he was being a jackass inside the house with his buddy. And she got so mad she had packed a bag. She was ready to go, probably depending on how he responded to her when she showed how mad she was. And he clearly backed off it enough to keep her in the picture because he didn't say she ever left. So, all right. Am I going to rate that? That was different. All right. I'm going to rate it, Claxton. The number that popped into my head based on where this whole thing went was an 8.7. I'm mostly on the strength of the nerve it took to actually do a song based on a picture of his wife being super angry, fist balled up. So what do you say? So, all right, my friend Claxton, thank you very much. I wish you well in your journey. I know I'll be seeing you around the channel and such. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.